Just hold it there, Russell, and go to our first game. Port Adelaide taking on your former club, Melbourne, Sunday at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, Kasisi, who's come out and said he's retired. He's in with Stewart, Butcher. Good to see Butcher back, and Newton. Out the side, the other Mitchell, the Sandown medalist, he's out for the Melbourne Demons. Blease, gone. Mitchie, Kennedy Harrison, good to see him back, and Jones has been omitted. They'll make the changes, obviously, because it's a Sunday game.
Yep. Chris, Port Adelaide have lost 4 in the trot now. What's gone wrong?
Yeah, look, they're slipping ground. I think what it comes down to is their young list. Being able to be up week in, week out has really been a real factor for them. Look, they wouldn't want to lose too many more coming into the finals. You've got to have a winning formula coming into the finals, and look, I think they'll be trying to do everything they possibly can to get those young guys back up, whether it's freshen them up during the week or whatever it is, just minimise their workload.
Kev J. Schultz is obviously their most important player up forward, but the last few weeks he's been a bit off the boil. He's kicked a couple of goals, but he hasn't been the dominant self that he was at the start of the year.
Well, Port Adelaide's been off the boil, haven't they, over the last few weeks? So I think one of their biggest problems has been that they've lost Tringove and Carlisle down back. Just sort of, put them off balance a little bit. I think they're a confident side as well. When they're up and running, they're very confident themselves. Had never lost, say, at Adelaide Oval until just recently. And, there's been this great belief that they're fitter than any side in the competition. So you believe these sorts of things. It's fantastic. But unfortunately, when you suffer a couple of defeats, maybe it just, kills the confidence a little bit. But Jay Schultz has had a terrific year. I'm a bit surprised, though, Kasisi is finishing up. I would have thought that with Port Adelaide being in the finals, that he'd still hang around, even if he was, not in their top 22 at the moment. But who knows? Sean would tell you.
He might be injured.
Yeah, might be injuries. Someone might get ill. So I'm surprised that he's actually finishing up.
KB, I reckon Port Adelaide are actually in danger of missing out on the 8. I honestly feel that they might struggle because the way the Bombers are going... Well, am I right or wrong? What?
Look,
no one knows yet.
Well, we don't know. You will tell at the end of the season.
I'm putting it out there.
Look, I'd be surprised if they missed the finals, let me tell you that, because they're a very good side. They've got some very exciting players. They play a terrific brand of football, but they're going through a trough at the moment.
I just got to say congratulations to Dom on a fantastic career. We were drafted together. At the end of 2000, we were drafted together. We played the premiership together, and he's captained the club, through their darkest times, and just a great bloke, and one of those guys you want to have beside you. So he's coming in for his farewell game, and hopefully they can get the job done, to send him off on a good note.
How have you assessed Melbourne's performances so far this year in terms of a new coach there, and what sort of players perhaps should they be looking at in the draft next year?
Yeah, look, this year has been, if you ask any Melbourne supporter, they'll tell you it's been fantastic, considering where we were last year and how far back we were. A new coach comes in, and it takes a little while for him to assert his game plan and his style on the football club. A lot of new people at the Melbourne Football Club at the moment. The players are responding. I think the start of the year, the first 10 rounds, you ask any Melbourne supporter, they'll talk to you, this is absolutely fantastic. We're enjoying watching Melbourne play again. So it's going to be a slow burn. It's not going to be one of those things that wave the magic wand and it's going to happen overnight. Some players to watch out for. I really love Jay Kennedy Harris, the number 24. Finally, a guy in the number 24 that's tackling in the forward line. Cop that a fair bit. But blokes like, a young guy, Viv Mitchell, look out for him. He's going to be good. Dom Barry's been fantastic. Bernie Vince. Daniel Cross has given them some real seniority in there. Some new guys in, and Nathan Jones does it every single week. So.
Shawnee, I was going to ask you about Neville Jetta. He's been fantastic this year. He was on the rookie list, come off the rookie list, but he's been fantastic for most of the year for the club. Yeah,
it is. It looks like Ruzi's backed him in this year and really given him a task each week. So if you watch him, he plays in the back line and he gets predominantly a tricky forward line player. It looks like his role is to shut them down and then run off. So it looks like he's been given some confidence to play each week.
This year too.
Yes, I think he missed one game through suspension, but he seems to be just growing in confidence.
Yeah, good on him. Well, Kev, let's get a selection on this game.
Oh, well, you've got to go for Port Adelaide to beat
I think Port will go to the line and they'll send Dom off on a good note.
Your thoughts quickly, Russ, on this one?
Oh, look, we really gave Port a run when we played in Alice Springs earlier in the year, so we're just hoping to do that again, and you never know. You never know your luck in, well, it's not such a big city, but it's a pretty bloody good ground, isn't it? Yeah.
So you go for Melbourne?
Yes.
Okay, Chrissy.
Well, I think Port Adelaide are going to bounce back from their losing streak. They're going to get their things going right. They're going to get their game plan going right coming into the finals.
Yeah, well, Chrissy, I hope you're right because they need to do that because they're in a bit of trouble, I've got no doubt. But Port Adelaide will win because it's at home.
Oh.
Is that all? Just because it's at home?
Because it's at home.
Really? I don't think it would have mattered if the game was played in Japan. I still think Port Adelaide would win this time.